Okay. Oh, by the way, because I'm thinking about it, there's no such sound as buh. And there's no such sound as ka. And duh is only in The Simpsons. And they should not be watching that anyways. And tuh. Do not allow that Nip it in the bud. Because what happens is when they want to spell something, they will spell things or they will read things with the okay? So John Chucklebine was my mentor. I learned all this from him in my master's program. And he would always say, then we teach kids to say things like the ka'ata, sa'ata, and the ma'ata. And then we screw them up for life. And then we wonder why. It all started back in kindergarten. So when you have a stop sound at the beginning of a word, teach them to blend the stop and the continuous sound together. So what that would look like is, I would say to the kids, and you can do this at home, I say, I see a stop sound, we're going to put it together. Sound, cat, cat. What's the word? Cat. And that way that you can continuous blend through that. Questions on that? Does that make sense? Yes?
I'm just curious how much of the terminology the kids are familiar with. So we can, if we say there's a stop sound, they will know what a stop sound is.
They,
irregular versus silent, they are.
So when we introduce it, we say, this is a stop sound, we can't hold this sound. And so then we say, then when we do our blending lesson, then we would say, this can't, remember we can't hold this one, so we're gonna put it together with the vowel. Okay? Also when you get blends, so this is really hard for a lot of kids. Oh, that wasn't a very nice word, but anyway. So they'll say slap, what's the word? Lap. So you want to teach them, get them, if they miss it, you go back and have them say the blend. Okay? So they're learning the alphabetic principle during this time, that letters and combinations of letters and symbols are used to represent speech sounds in a systematic and predictable way. When you see A, it says ah. Now you and I know that's going to change in first grade and they're going to come home crying then, but that's not our problem because we're kindergarten teachers. So right now it's predictable and it happens this way. So the relationships between the written letters, the symbols, and the spoken words, that's the alphabetic principle. So we're going to teach your kids to blend this way. So I'm going to have you blend a few words with me. Okay, so the instruction in class would be that that we have a list of words, and so we would start and we would say to the kids, sound, and then we move our finger and they say the sound as we move our finger. So, okay boys and girls, we're going to do our blending. So, watch my finger, don't get ahead of me. Ready? Sound. Oh, we gotta sweep through. You're holding it longer than I'm holding it. That's okay. They all do that. I don't know why they do this. No! Do they do that to you too or just us? Gosh, it's annoying. Okay, so we'll do it again. Sound. Sat. Again. Sat. Read. Sat. Sound. Again. Read. Sound. Again. Read. Okay, let's do a stop sound at the beginning just because it's fun. Okay, boys and girls, I see a stop sound at the beginning. Or, okay, Fiona, I see a stop sound, because you're not going to say boys and girls at home, right? So I see a stop sound at the beginning, so we're going to put it together. Ready? Sound. Again. Read. And you notice my fingers sweeped past the P, right, to go all the way to the A. So you're going to have to help them with this because they're going to bring home stories that you're going to read with them. And just remember that you like us most of the time, even when you're reading with your kids and you're cursing us for making you read this way. Because I'm going to model for you how you're going to read, and you're going to say, oh my Lord, you because it takes time, okay? It takes time. But again, if you take the time now, you're building the alphabetic principle, you're putting it in place, and what are you buying? Readers. You're buying readers later, okay? Questions on the blending or the sight words? Sight words are easy, read, spell, read. Don't know it, tell them. Blending, don't ever tell them a blending word. Make them blend it. And if they don't know, then you pull out this little map that's going to go, if it didn't go home with you yet, it will come home to you, and you pull this thing out and you say, find it, bicycle card, sound, and make them tell you the sound. Do not do the work for them. They are conning you. Don't do it. If it is a decodable word, you make them sound it out. If they say, I don't know what sound B makes, you say, find it, bicycle card, sound, and they have to tell you. So sound. Oh, I didn't have a B on here. It is a stop sound. And then you'd say sound. Oh, I'm just pointing to the B. So sound. And then you say, okay, now sound. Big. Read. Yeah. Don't. If it is a decodable word, don't you do the work for them. You know how to read. Okay, don't you? They do that all the time. Ms. Kirkman, how do you spell? I'll say the sounds. What sound does that make? I think it's an S. Well, then write an S. Okay, I'm too busy to help you. I mean, I would not, no, I'm never too busy to help. I'm too busy to do the work for you. If I do the work for you, I always say, where am I going to be, you know, when you're in first grade? You can't come back to see me. I'll ask my first grade teacher. I say, they won't tell you. Okay, questions on that? All right, you're going to get stories. They're not going to be in little books like this. They're going to be on sheets of paper.